we have a few questions. And all our questions end up with one end. What did the opposition do? What option did the opposition have in a parliamentary democracy when the government crosses all limits? What do? Do we still sit in our seats and suck lollipops because we represent more than 60% of the people of India? Remember, BJP got 37% of the vote in the 2019 election. Opposition is representing the people of India, 60% of the people. So what do? One, where was the Honorable Prime Minister? Where was the Honorable Home Minister? Why did they not find it 1 minute time? Could they not find 1 minute time, maybe 2 minutes time to come and be present? Even if they did not want to speak, come and be present for 1 minute. 1 minute, 2 minutes, come and listen. No. On behalf of the Trinamool Congress, we humbly want to acknowledge the presence and the active participation of our two former Prime Ministers. Mr. Deve Gowda, who sat through the entire debate, he participated in the debate and he signed each of those voting slips 6 times. Dr. Manmohan Singh, seated also in the first row of Rajya Sabha, sat through the came, sat and participated and also voted. Modi ji and Amit Shah ji, are you so arrogant? At least learn from these two former Prime Ministers. Number 2, opposition wanted a debate on internal security. Trinamool wanted. Yes. 14, 15, 16 opposition parties wanted. That was our demand from day one. Why didn't the Prime Minister and the Home Minister, why did they run away from Parliament? Why? They don't want to face Parliament. 2. 3. Why did you pass bills in Parliament? If you take the OBC bill out, your average time of passing of bills was 10 minutes per bill. Why did you bulldoze the bills like this? And then you say opposition is disrupting Parliament. 4. These are all facts and figures. 4. 2014, pre-2014. Even if you go 2014, 60 to 70% of bills were sent to parliamentary committees. 60 to 70%, sometimes 60, sometimes 70. When Modi ji came here in 2014, he brought that number down to only 25% of bills were scrutinized. 25% of bills were scrutinized. Now, that figure is down to 10% of bills are scrutinized. Why? You want the opposition to sit on their desk and you just pass the bills. Next one. First 30 years, next one, my fourth one, from the fifth one from Trinamool. Fifth one. In the first 30 years, one ordinance was used. Ordinance kya hota hai? Emergency legislation. One ordinance was used for every 10 bills. In the next 30 years, 2 ordinances for every 10 bills. Now that figure is almost 4 ordinances for every 10 bills. Mr. Modi and Mr. Shah, you are making the emergency legislation into the normal legislation. Why? Why do you want the opposition to be quiet about this? Next one. Number 6 from Trinamool Congress. 2016-17 to 2021. If you don't come to Parliament for the OBC bill, Mr. Modi, then how will you answer questions? Why has not the Prime Minister of India answered a single question on the floor of Parliament in the last 4 or 5 years? Manmohan Singh ji answered 21 questions in 4 or 5 years. Answer us this question. Don't ask us why we disrupted Parliament. You disrupted Parliament. You tore the Constitution. You were boorish in your behavior. This is boorish behavior. This is hooliganism behavior. This is the hooliganism. And my last point on 7th question. You have a huge majority, you claim, in Lok Sabha. Where is the Deputy Speaker? 2 years gone. 800 days almost, 790 days. No Deputy Speaker. These are the 7 questions directly. We will not answer a single question today on why the opposition disrupted Parliament.